Alright everybody, welcome back to J Solo Arts. In today's video, we're going to be using the Citadel contrast paint Talassar Blue on a Reikland Reaver from the Games Workshop tabletop game, Blood Bowl. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get painting. Alright, welcome to the hobby bench. Let's get right into it. Today we're going to use the contrast color Talassar Blue on our Reikland Reaver Blood Bowl miniature here. We've got our passer, our QB, throwing the ball. We're going to use the Talassar Blue to create a light blue paint color on this figure's armor, his shoulder pads, his knee pads, his belt buckle there, and on the back of his arms, on his gauntlets here. So it should be a pretty quick tutorial, just a quick demonstration of how the Talassar Blue reacts on this figure's armor. Alright, let's get our blue paint. Again, these contrast paints, you got to give them a good shake to get all the pigment distributed. My secret with the blue tack, put it on the bottom of your pot so that you do not dump that over. Open up. We have our Citadel small base brush, kind of our go-to for these contrast paints on these size miniatures. And let's zoom in. There's our guy. All right, loosen our brush a bit. See how it goes into his damaged pieces on his armor there, flows very nicely. Let's get his back number plate here. Covers very nicely. Get this shoulder pad here. All right. Let's get the front of his armor. It's created a nice blue, light blue color. We'll come back and get some edge highlighting a little bit later. But right now, for this, it's looking very good. Get his knee pads here. Knee pad here. Cup, his belt buckle. Right, I think that's a pretty good start. I'll get his socks here too. See how that paint just flows very nicely. Get this sock. touch up that spot there on his shoulder that I missed. Alright, let's get his arm gauntlet. You can come back and touch up these spikes with the lead belcher at a later time, so I'm not going to be too concerned about getting paint onto a little over painted areas. We'll come back and touch those up later. Right now we're just focusing on getting the blue on the spots we want it to be. We'll get a little bit further up on his hand here. We'll come back and touch those little rivets later with silver. So we're going to have this spot here on his hand also. His throwing hand. Get that on there. Not looking too bad. Let's get under his shoulder pad there. It's a little area where we need some more paint. Trying to get that angle in focus. That's not easy. Alright. I think. Oh, no, what am I thinking? We gotta get his helmet. Again, try to keep it neat. They've got a nice little pre-carved, pre-molded line there for you to follow. But we can come back later and touch up any spots again when we get a little bit of overpaint. Because I want to make sure it gets into all the cracks and crevices. All the little areas that are hard to reach. Back here behind his little winged ear piece on his helmet, and that is not easy to get to. Sometimes these models, they work a little better when you do them in sub-assemblies. It makes it easier to get to certain spots. But these were given to me to paint by a customer who is an avid Blood Bowl player, and he had all his models constructed so he could play the game before worrying about getting them painted. And that is okay with me. Alright, let's do a second coat across that shoulder just to kind of give it a little bit deeper color. Just like that. Okay. Let's see, we got his helmet, we got his shoulder pads, we got his chest, his back, his socks. He looks pretty good. This Talassar blue is a pretty good contrast paint. It's not my favorite, it's not my least favorite. Sometimes these blue pigments tend to be finicky when it comes to the contrast paint. Some work well, some not so well. And there's a little spot there on his sock I gotta get to. Again, tough to get in there. Get that in the camera. Tough to do. See that there? It's going to require a little bit of coming back and touching up, but not the end of the world. Oh boy, overshot that. Now we can demonstrate how we can correct a little bit of overpainting. Coming back with this, just a moistened brush and just kind of cleaning that up a little bit. Just kind of taking that down a bit. All right. I think we've got all the parts that need to be blue painted blue. There's our Reikland Reaver quarterback in his pale blue armor, is the official Citadel color once it's all highlighted and shaded, and using the Talassar blue Citadel color contrast paint. Experimenting with these paint range and liking a lot of what I'm seeing. It's definitely a tool in the hobby tool chest. So there you have it. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. All those things are greatly appreciated. You can follow me on Facebook at JSoloArts and on Instagram at JSoloArts. I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day.